Hello, and welcome to the OU Academic Publications and Curriculum Instructional Video Series for KIM programs. This video covers how to suspend or delete an existing program. For the purposes of this video, we assume you already know how to get into the KIM program system and how to look up programs. If not, we cover these steps in a separate video introduction to KIM programs, and you may want to watch that first to get up to speed. Suspending or inactivating, which in this case means deleting, programs are pretty rare, but they are also really simple when compared to other program modifications. These two modifications are also considered substantive changes. Substantive changes include any modification that impacts what a student must do to earn a degree and must be approved by the state regents. So, if your academic unit wants to suspend or delete a program because there isn't enough demand for it, or the resources will be reallocated, here's how to do it. First, you're going to search for the program in KIM programs, and we are going to use construction science as our example. So to search for the program, we're going to use our wildcard function, meaning we're going to put an asterisk at the beginning and the end, just in case, to make sure that we catch all programs that have that in the title. So for example, we're going to use the Bachelor of Science in Construction Science as our program to suspend and delete. So you're going to notice these two red buttons to the left, suspend program and inactivate, which again means to delete a program in KIM programs. As a quick note here, for most suspensions and deletions, they're going to be done through one of these two buttons, except for concentration deletions. Those need to be done through the green Edit Program button. Even if the concentration has its own program page, it's going to get done through the Edit Program button. So just remember, concentration deletions have a different process, and when in doubt, please contact our office at curriculum@ou.edu for assistance. All right, so the Suspend Program Proposal form is fairly straightforward, while the form to delete a program requires a bit more information. So we're going to start with how to suspend a program first. To do so, we are going to click on the Suspend Program button, and a new window is going to open up. And like most of the forms in KIM programs, we're going to work our way from the top down. And the top of this form, you notice it's asking for your contact information. So your name, your title, your work phone number, and your office email. Now, you'll notice that these fields are not outlined in red, which makes you think they might not be required, but this information is necessary for us to send the form to the state regents. So if this information is not filled out, the form's going to be rolled back to the department because we need it to be fully complete. All right, so then you're going to move down to the next field, which is going to be the reason for the request. So you're just going to include the justification for why your academic unit wants to suspend this program. And then the next question you're going to see is, what would you like to suspend, a program or an option? Now, you're only going to see this question if the program is also an option. So they're asking if you want to suspend the option, the major, or the entire program. If the program is to be suspended and there are multiple options, each option is on a separate KIM programs form, so it will need to be submitted separately for suspension. After that, you will need to choose how long the program will be suspended for and if it will be reinstated or deleted in 1, 2, or 3 years. That's the range. Then you're going to choose the date the program suspension will take effect. So you can just choose which semester you want the suspension to go into effect. And then you see that you can add any supporting documents for this proposal. You'll just attach and upload your files here. Anything that you think will make the request go through in a quicker process. More information doesn't hurt. If you are done filling out the form, you can save and start and submit the proposal to the workflow. However, if you decide you don't actually want to suspend the program after all, then you can hit the cancel button which is what we're going to do here because we're not actually interested in suspending this program. All right, so on the other hand, what if your academic unit wants to reinstate a suspended program? First, you want to find that program, and we're going to utilize the quick searches function over here. Once we click on the suspended programs, it's going to show us all the suspended programs that are currently in the system. We're going to click on this first one just to kind of see what pops up for us. And once that loads, you'll notice a new button, Reinstate Suspended Program. We'll click on that button and a new form will pop up. And just like all the forms and programs, you want to start from the top down. So depending on what type of program is being reinstated, the academic unit will have to provide certain information, but there are going to be certain fields that are required for every program type, which are going to include what type of request it is. And for this, it's going to be reinstate program, which you see over here. So you would select that. And then you would want to fill out what the summary of changes, if any changes are going to be happening to this program. Really, you're filling out a form just like you would the paper form. So you just kind of go down the list, and whatever you see that is outlined in red, you're going to want to fill out. So you can just keep scrolling down and fill out anything that you think is necessary. So we come down to the bottom, we see the reason for requested action. You would put in your reason for requested action here, attach any supporting documentation. And once you have finished filling out the form, you can either save the changes you made, or you can submit your request to workflow. Now, please note that for any kind of proposal, once you submit the request to workflow, you will no longer have access to edit it. For non-admin users, only the person with the program in their stage or step of the workflow can make edits. So if the next step after you is the dean of your college, the dean's office can make changes while it's in their step of the workflow, or they can roll it back to you so you can make changes. Our staff in academic publications and curriculum can edit proposals at any stage of the process. So if something needs to be corrected after it's out of your department or college's hands, please just send us an email and ask us to either edit it or roll it back to you. We're here to help make this process easier. As for the other button, cancel, if you decide you don't actually want to reinstate the suspended program after all, you can hit the cancel button, which is what we're going to do now. All right, so let's move on to how you can delete a program. We're going to go back to our example of construction science and choose the Bachelor of Science again. Remember that inactivating a program is deleting a program. So we're going to click on the inactivate button to start the deletion process. And again, we'll start from the top of the form and work our way down. You're going to notice that there are just a few more questions on this form. So a bit more than on the suspended program form, but it's still pretty simple. So we'll get started. You're going to fill out your contact information again with your work phone number and your work email address. And then you will fill out the reason why your academic unit wants to delete the program. And then you just keep going down the form and filling out the information. What would you like to delete? An option or a program? And again, this is only going to appear if the program is also an option. Will the deletion of this option impact the total credit hours for the degree? So you just go down each question and fill it out. And you'll notice that some of the drop downs are going to maybe open up different or provide different questions. So if you say yes, something else will show up. And you're just going to fill out this information. And if you have any questions along the way, feel free to contact our office. And you just continue moving down the form and adding any supporting documentation that you have. So again, you can start and save this proposal to workflow, or you can cancel. That's what we're going to do. A few things to note. Once a record has been deleted, you cannot edit it. Deleted programs have to go through a new program proposal request. So let's try to see how that would look. Inactivated programs, we'll choose the first one at the top. And once that loads, you'll notice there are no buttons to choose from. And you see a deleted record cannot be edited. So this program, if the academic unit wants it to exist again, they're going to have to go to the proposed new program button and start all over again. All right, so that finishes our video on how to submit proposals to either suspend or delete programs in KIM programs. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions about these modifications or processes, please contact our office here in Academic Publications and Curriculum at curriculum.ou.edu. We're always here to help answer your questions. Again, thank you for watching.